Alright, welcome back to another video. I know I need to cut my lawns, but I'm not really an adult yet. I kind of just do my bike stuff and like go away every weekend, but I will get around to it now that I have to actually look after a house by myself. But we have a few updates on the shed. I've completely rearranged it from the last video and it's completely different now. I've got all the bikes in this front zone. The TT bike there, roadie, gravel, and the Syntesi is finally built. We're going to take it out in a minute. Just wrapped the bar tape today, got everything properly working. We're going to take it out for a ride today as well. So pretty much I've got everything ready to go. I brought this back from the shop. We've got helmets up there, bikes down here. I'm probably going to have to get a few more bike stands once the foil gets rebuilt. Got a few wheels over here, 75s, disc wheel. We got the Hyper on there as well. As you guys know, I've been trying to get my TT bike ready for nationals and trying to get it UCI legal. It is currently in pieces and missing a bar. I had to take the entire headset and everything apart just to try and use some different bars. Finally got it all apart last night. We just have bolts and things everywhere all over this table. We got the illegal bar out, so obviously that's way too high. And then I found this bar, borrowed it off Derek to try and get more UCI legal. But the diameter of this is just a slightly wider than the 3T one, so it's not going to work, but I'm hoping Glenn has one that's going to make it work. So for the moment, TT bike is just going to sit here in pieces until I can find some bars to make it UCI legal, to make it worth riding. So if you do have some S-bends that you want to send me that are going to work, please, please, please. I've looked everywhere. I own a bike shop and I literally cannot buy a set of TT bars because no wholesaler has any, which is ridiculous. If you do have any lying around your shed, please send me a DM on Instagram. I'm sure we can sort something out because I desperately need some to try and get this thing up and running, because I've only got like 8 weeks until nationals and it's taking a long time to get this thing running. And then heading into the back cave in the back, we'll tuck the light on here. I'm actually going to set this up as a bit of a Zwift setup. So we've got the turbo trainer on there, we've got the rocker plate, jet black, everything. I'm going to get like a little bit of a TV stand, put the TV there, some big fans on the wall. I don't know what to do with this absolutely atrocious photo. I thought I'd be able to take it down, but as you can see, you can't, like, if you peel it off, I think it's been like stuck to the wall. So I was thinking of getting like a really big photo of Remco Evenepoel on there. I thought it'd be a really good backdrop for my Zwift live streams, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. We're going to take the Syntesi out. We finally got everything built. We've got the Windspace 60s on here at the moment, chains on, pretty much everything is ready to go, bottom bracket's working. I think the seat might need to go slightly up. We wrapped the bars this morning and we even put a little bit of a Garmin mount on there, and we're going to take this out for a ride today. So yeah, that's pretty much what the baby looks like. It feels so good to finally get this bike finished. We've had so many like problems of trying to get everything and all the bits and bobs for this bike, but it's finally done. We're going to take it out for its first test ride. Alright, just going to head out for pretty much just an easy hour on the Syntesi to see how we're going. I do have a little bit of a disclaimer. I don't have the correct bottom bracket in the bike at the moment. There's like a little bit of play in it. I've got a Shimano one in there because when I originally was going to build the bike, I thought I was going to put a Shimano crank in there, and then when the SRAM rep came through, he found that headset and that crank for me, so I ended up putting that crank in. Slight bit of movement, probably shouldn't be riding it, but I was too excited to not ride it, so I'm going to test it out. But if it does break down, this is your warning. So the first thing that I've noticed is that it just feels like it's actually really heavy. I haven't actually weighed it yet, but I guess it's like close to 9 kgs, even though I've got carbon wheels on there and a fairly light group set with the SRAM E-tap. But yeah, it just feels almost like it's lagging. It's super just like slow off the acceleration compared to the old Canon, but yeah, so other than that, it's actually pretty cool. The bars are just so thin, like they're so narrow. So easy to like wrap my entire hand. I haven't got big hands to wrap them around these bars. It's quite unlike CyclingTom, but we're not going to take the Syntesi gravel bashing on its first debut ride. Alright, first ride on the Centesi done. It may look fast, but it definitely isn't. It's just, yeah, like the difference between a carbon road bike and an alloy road bike is like tenfold. Like just the responsiveness and how quick they are. And then just in and out of the corners, like you can actually feel it. Like I didn't think I was gonna feel anything on the first ride, because it didn't like actually go very hard. Yeah, for racing, definitely on the carbon road bikes, but to get strong and in the winter months, and if you want something to definitely impede your training, definitely get an alloy bike. But other than that, that's the first bike I've ever had that has the SRAM E-tap on it. Well, obviously the two shifters do completely different things, and you press both of them to go up and down on the front derailleur. It's actually really intuitive. I actually didn't realize how good it was. I've always been a Shimano fanboy. Like I've got 1, 2, 3 sets of Shimano Di2 right there, and on my Scott foil I built it up with Duro's Di2, so it was kind of a weird move for me to go into the SRAM E-tap, but I actually quite like it. So it might not be the only build coming up in the future that I put SRAM on, so I'm actually pretty impressed with that. It's absolutely freezing here, so I'm going to head inside, so that's going to be the end of today's video. Put some comments down below of what you want me to see me do on the Centesi. I'm probably just going to do like more like challenge video rides and like some KOM attempts and like stupid stuff on the bike. I'm not going to do a hell of a lot of training on it. I'm going to keep the training and the racing to the carbon bikes for now, but yeah, we've got it built up. So put some stuff in the comments of what we can do with it. And if you haven't liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already.